Welcome back, guys. Ghost Spencer's dad here, and today we're going to talk about illustration rares and special illustration rares in the Scarlet and Violet era and just see how these cards are performing. A lot of these cards have been out for a year or more, so we're just going to see how they're doing. And is it a good time to pick these up? Are they going to keep going up in value, or are they going to flatten out or flat line? Guess we'll have to wait and see on that, but I'll kind of give you my thoughts on all these cards. First off, if you're new to the channel, hey, you made it here, that's the first part. If you want to like the video, subscribe, and help us out. We're almost at 11,500 subscribers, which is insane. It just, to us, is just absolutely nuts. Here's our last video. You guys can check that out, opening Pokemon cards with my dad. A nice fun video where we were chasing the Greninja. And at the end of the video, we're going to open up a few Twilight Masquerade packs and see if we can't pull one today, which would just be icing on the cake. This would be so cool. So first off, we're going to get to the newest card in here. I didn't want to kind of include this one yet, but it is abnormally high compared to any of the other, double the price of any of the other cards in this video here. And this is actually the only special illustration rare that I've included in here. So we kind of look at the price on here. This card's only been out not for very long, mid-May. So the price on this thing just keep on going through the roof. It's still going up, guys. We're looking at, $225 is a cheap one you can pick up. The market price, $235, $239 right here. So a lot of these have been sold. We kind of look through here. And one good thing about this is if you like the artwork, you're just buying the card for the artwork, you can pick the Japanese one up for under $100. You can actually get on eBay and find a PSA 10 Japanese for about $114, which these are going on eBay. And the English PSA 10 for like $700, $800, $900. Some people got them posted at like $1,100 or something like that. And it might reach that price because they are pretty hard to grade. I think the Scarlet and Violet era special illustration rares in English are very hard to get 10s on compared to some of the other cards. So we've got some in PSA right now, and I think in the next video we should get them back in a few days. So we're going to do a grand reveal on those. So there's some SARs in there, a lot of alternate arts and fun cards like that. So stay tuned for that. If you click that bell icon, you get notified when we post our next videos too. So you always be in the loop there. So yeah, this card's doing great. I can't wait to pull one of these. We've been trying so hard. We've opened up tons and tons of Twilight Masquerade, and we just can't get it. The next card in the set would be $106 for this Carmen. Kieran, we pulled a few of those. Pulled the Piran. Really cool. So next we're going to move on to number 2, and this is a surprising card. Illustration rare. Or sorry, the special or illustrate. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Illustration rare Magikarp. This card is so cool. We pulled one of these and we were so happy. And at the time, it was clear back here, So this was, $50 card or something like that. Like when it came out, on this year graph anyway, it was $48. But now we're looking at $130. So it's starting to come down. It was up to about $150. But this card, I'll tell you what, it grades a PSA 10. You're looking at about $700-800 card as well. Insane jump to go from $130 to $730. $600 in value if you're lucky enough to pull a 10. Ours would not be a 10. It's a little off-centered and all that stuff. So, but like I said, you can pick up a Japanese one for $32 and probably a PSA 10 for around $50-60 right now. So if you just like the artwork, hey, that's a great pickup. I think we might pick one up. Our local card shops had one in there for a while. And I told my wife the other day, I'm like, you ever think about getting me something cool? You can get me this. I don't really want to buy it, but if you would want to buy it for me, I would definitely take that. So this is a wonderful card. And, it's the reason why we still open Paldea Evolved. The binder's really hard to fill. There's so many illustration rares and special illustration rares. It's probably impossible to pull them all yourself without opening 3,000, 4,000 packs. So I think now it's calmed down. A lot of these prices are kind of at the low end, except for like this one and a few more in here. You'll kind of see that it might be a time to just buy the single so we can fill our binder up and get that thing completely knocked out. The next card, we're going to go with Tyranitar. So this Tyranitar is also from Paldea Evolved. No surprise. Most of these cards that we have in here are. So this is going for $30, $35. It has started to come down. It's dropped about $10. in the last month or so, which is really cool. But this is a great card. And again, Japanese, you can pick these things up for $5. So if you just like this really cool artwork and you don't mind what it says right here, then definitely pick up the Japanese one. Of course, you can get that graded too. Japanese cards usually grade a lot better because the quality control on these cards is miles above what we have in English, which is kind of unsettling at sometimes when you pull a really nice card and it's just, right heavy, top heavy, corners are messed up, white spots and all that stuff, it's kind of like, man, this is supposed to be brand new out of the pack. It should be in perfect condition, but I understand not everything can be just PSA 10s. So yeah, this card is a great pickup. I think we pulled a few of these bad boys. Love it. Even back when this was new and the artwork came out, I was like, that is just spectacular. The artworks in this era are just amazing. There's so many great looking cards in this era, and I think right now they're not really doing as well, but I think once we get into the next era, or maybe the one after that, we're going to see a huge influx in some of these prices on these cards because they're highly desirable. Now we move on to Groudon, which is from Paradox Rift. One of my least favorite sets in this era. Very, very tough pull rates, but honestly, I don't think we pulled this card yet, and I was looking at picking one up, but for $54, I kind of wish I would have bought one back here when they were like $26. I think that's low as $22. That thing just seemed to shoot up like overnight to $64. It's starting to come down and flatten out a little bit. Again, you can buy the Japanese one for under $10. You can pick some of these up for $50, $51 right now on TCG Player or whatever kind of platform you use to buy your cards. So I had another one on here. I don't know what happened to it. We'll just type it in real quick. No surprise. It is the Raichu, also from Paldea Evolved. Looking at, you can pick this one up, $48. So we got a few on here for $40. Of course, the Japanese one, $6. Man, like I said, they might actually come up in value too with time. I guess you never know. So this one, I'm not sure what the PSA 10 is. I would imagine somewhere in the $200 or $300. But it is a really cool card. We're lucky enough to pull, I think, 3 or 4 of these really cool cards. But, as you can see, we're talking about Paldea Evolved in most of these. So the prices has started to increase on these. So if you look at the price of a booster box, you go back a year, you're looking at, $100, sub $100. I think at the low point, $92. Now we're clear up to almost $130. So a huge influx in price because these singles are going up in value. So the packs are going to too, but you can still pick these packs up, single packs for like $3 off a TCG Player too. So there's plenty of opportunity there to pull some of these cards, but they are, like I said, very hard to pull in Paldea Evolved. These illustration rares and special illustration rares, there's only so many, or there's so many of them that when you are lucky enough to pull one, it might not be the one you want. So that's usually the case with these. So now let's get into these packs right here and see if we cannot pull a Greninja. Like I said, a Greninja would be cool. There's also the Eevee card in the set, which is doing really well too. But it was just too new. I didn't really want to include it because the price is still kind of on the uptick. So usually kind of get... usually when a set comes out, the prices on the cards shoot up, and the more they get open, they start to come back down to a normal price. So I think the Eevee is going to maybe rival some of those other cards in the future, and it's doing pretty well right now at like $45. We get Applin and a double dose of Enamorous. All right, if we can do better than that, surely we can. But I am so excited for a PSA order to come in Monday. I just want to see how it did, guys. And there's some cool stuff in there. I mean, there's a Moonbreon in there. There's a Gengar alternate art. There's lots of big hitter cards, and we're so happy and nervous to see what we can get. All right, we got something here. We got, not the Greninja we want, but a Greninja that we will take. Ooh, that's really cool. Man, so this close, guys. This close. We just need that special illustration rare Gengar. So come on, pack right here. Actually, any SIR. We still need that Carmine. We still need quite a few SIRs in the set. The pull rates on these are insanely tough. about 1 in 900 packs to get a specific special illustration rare, which is more than it is to get a Giratina in a pack of Lost Origin by about 200 packs. Brute Bonnet, Paleo Sand, and Walking Wake. You guys, our final pack of the video. Thanks for sticking around to the end. We appreciate that so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, stay tuned for a PSA reveal video coming up. I'm guessing it will be in our next video. So we'll slow roll this last pack and go through it all. We got Skarmory, Applin, ooh, Larion, Cramorant. Kind of see these shiny borders. They really kind of get with you. Rhydose, Litwick, and Heatran. So really not much in these packs at all. This is kind of what I would expect to kind of pull in 4 packs. Maybe 1 full art, maybe, or an EX. Probably use a little half art normal EX cards, but this is kind of a little bonus. So I'll put the price of this card up here. I don't think it's worth too much. But that's all I got for you guys. So if you're looking for some good illustration rares to pick up and you don't want to spend that kind of money and you really like the artwork, you can always go with the Japanese, or I think there's Chinese too. The Chinese are kind of I hear the quality on them are really good, and I thought about picking some up just to have a couple. You can kind of get like a Lost Origin, I forget what it's called there, like Lost Abyss Giratina V alternate art for like $100 or something like that, which is a beautiful card. So I kind of thought about picking one of those up, or you can kind of see the Chinese Moonbryons for a couple $100 or something like that, which I think is pretty cool. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a wonderful day.